He is the last man today that will bring you. If you ever still have any objections in your mind and say, maybe I cannot, let him get that away from you. If you ever think, should I really run MDRT this year, let him convince you that this is your year. Please welcome Eugene Seah! Whoa! Yay! You're very kind. Yay!
There's this question that has been bothering me. And I believe the question is bothering a lot of you and a lot of your clients. Why is life so bloody difficult? All we want in life is just to go there. Very simple. I just want a family who loves me. I just want enough time to spend with my family. I just want to earn enough so that I can go to any restaurant I want and sit down, have a nice conversation with my loved ones. Who is similar to me and have this kind of goal? Can you raise your hand? Have a happy family, a bit of financial freedom to go to any restaurant you want, go to any country you want. Very simple, isn't it? All I want is to study hard, work hard, and reach there. So easy. But no. Somebody has to do this. I don't know who. Do you know who? Somebody just has to do this and make things difficult for me. I don't know what to do. I just want a happy family. I want to earn enough. And who put this chair here? You know, for the first few years, actually, life was quite okay. I really studied very hard. My parents told me to study hard, so I studied hard. And I got a scholarship from quite a prestigious company, Singapore Stock Exchange. And after that, I did start a family. My wife, till today, 22 years marriage now, very supportive woman. She's a pastor in the church actually. And then 3 beautiful kids, all very healthy, very intelligent. So things were fine. Things were fine. I thought like, wow, my life is so easy. I can't believe it. You know what? Luck. And then in 2013 November, somebody put the chair there. I still remember on that day, I was working for Nomura Hong Kong. By the way, my story is in the news, so there's no confidential information here. I work for Nomura Hong Kong. And the HR asked me to go into the office and said, Eugene, thank you so much for your service. Today is your last day of service. You may exit the building. I couldn't believe it. What last day? Can't I at least hand over? Can't I have like 3 months notice? But they said, no, I'm so sorry, you have to leave the building now. If you don't leave, you have to ask the security guard to escort you. I worked so hard. I was the vice president of the bank. I was an expat in Hong Kong, overlooking the Hong Kong harbour. And there's no dignity left. They treated me like a criminal and tried to threaten me with the security guard. And during those days, the next few months, I was thinking, what is going on? Why did retrenchment happen? Did I do something wrong? And I just applied for jobs. I mean, it's common sense. If you lose your job, you just apply. I went to a career coach and I changed my CV and I just applied. 9 whole months, 9 months, I couldn't get a job. 9 months. Is there something wrong with me? I started not believing in myself anymore. My confidence just went straight down. A lot of my ex-classmates, because I'm 48 by the way, a lot of my ex-classmates, they are surgeons, top lawyers, Even the Chief of Air Force, Chief of Army, they are all my age, and we used to be in the same school. And they say, hey, Eugene, come out for a beer, come out for coffee. Are you kidding me? No way! I am not going out with you. I will feel horrible. I really felt like a failure at home. Why would I want to feel like a failure when I'm out with you? So I started rejecting every appointment. And every day I was just at home. And I was staring at the chair. What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? What is wrong with you? I started blaming God, the government, my wife, my parents, everyone except myself. I didn't feel I did anything wrong at all. And things didn't change. There's this huge thing that I didn't know what to do. I couldn't feed my family. I remember my children had to collect food coupons from the government. It's very funny. I went to a good school, so I didn't know that our Singapore government actually gave out food coupons. Until I lost my job, my savings were depleted, and only then I realized, wow, Singapore government quite good. They gave my 3 children, and I remember this image will always stay with me. It's one of my motivating force. Every Sunday night, my 3 children, very young at the time, they would tear the food coupon and say, this is for Monday, this is for Tuesday, this is for Wednesday. And because I have hands and legs, the government didn't give me food coupon. They said, you go and work. And so I borrowed money from my brother, 20,000 Singapore dollars. I was calculating for a few months how much do I need. And I'm very thankful to my brother. He's an engineer from Amazon based in Seattle right now. And he just said, let me transfer to you. So with the $20,000 I was thinking, it's almost like on an island. Can you imagine? If you have a box of biscuit on an island, are you going to do this like... Definitely you're going to just pluck a little bit of the biscuit every day. Because you don't know who's going to save you from the island. So every single day in Singapore, I eat cai peng. And who enjoys cai peng here? Economy rice? Wow, I see a few hands. The rest of you, what? Swensen in Kai Feng. So cai peng is economy rice. I love the name economy rice because it's not business class rice. So it's economy rice. and not just any economy rice. If you walk into the wrong one, like Food Republic, the economy rice can go up to $9.50, $12.50. It's scary. So I have to go into Toa Payoh Industrial Estate and go to those factories. Just in case you have clients who lost their jobs and wondering how to feed their family, okay, food coupons, number 1. Number 2, go to industrial estate. Or you can get $2 to $2.50 Chinese rice, I call it economy rice. So this fed my family, and the food coupons fed my children. It's not a good feeling. I wasn't hungry. In Singapore, we're quite fortunate. Right? We only die from obesity. Right? We won't die from hunger. So I was in no danger of dying. But my dignity, my self-esteem just dropped to the floor. I see so many children, they're wearing school uniform and they're drinking coffee from where? Are you kidding me? Are you very sure Singapore has recession? How can someone 13, 14, 15 years old buy $6, $7, $8 coffee or $4, $5 bubble tea? And then for me, I was around 41 at the time. I had to struggle with cai peng. And then 2016, something amazing happened. This gentleman, his name is Mr. Jason Seah. Mr. Anti-Fragile is a nickname I gave him. He doesn't even know that I call him Mr. Anti-Fragile. His name is Mr. Jason Seah. I went to Tampines Hub and I bumped into him. So this is Tampines Hub. And I was very amazed because quite obviously he is on a wheelchair. Quite obviously he has no legs. Okay, in case you can't see clearly, he has no legs. And also quite obviously his right hand is missing. Sorry, his left hand. His left hand is missing. So he's left with the right hand and two fingers on the right hand. And I was just wondering, were you born like this? And he said, no. I was actually quite normal. I had 2 hands, 2 legs. But in 2012, I was on board a Navy ship. I was working for the Navy. And my body was caught between, they call it the winch and the rope. I try not to imagine, because something along the line, the machine tore off his legs. And he lost a lot of blood. I mean, all of us here are in insurance. You probably have met clients with disability. Maybe like this morning we heard about stroke. Yeah, but I've never ever met someone whose limbs are torn off. For many months he was in hospital, and Straits Times, our national paper, was just asking for blood donation, asking. And quite obviously he didn't die, he remained alive. And when he woke up, no more limbs. Hey, can we just close our eyes for a moment and visualize this moment? Like you are Jason Chi, you were on board the ship, you had 2 hands, 2 legs, and now a few months of coma, you wake up, you realize you have no more legs. You realize you only have 1 hand left. Please open your eyes. Empathy is a very powerful emotion. As he was describing this, even though he wasn't like my friend, like, because I just met him, but I just felt so strongly. I, Eugene Seah, lost my what? Lost my what? Job. Job. For goodness sake, I lost my job. He lost his what? His limbs. What comparison is that? Seriously, what comparison? You know, a lot of times in life, our problems are so big. Like, oh, what a big chair! Oh, I got a big pimple! Oh. For goodness sake, people lose their limbs. And what did he do after that? The reason he was at Tampines Hub was because he was a speaker. The government invited him to speak about sports. This gentleman represents Singapore in table tennis. And he has won 3 gold medals. No, don't clap because he's not here. No, but please text him or go to Facebook. Say, hey Jason, today Eugene told us about your story. He's quite used to it already. I'm always saying, hey Jason, I'm going to tell your story today. And hey, can you imagine? I have never won a single gold medal, and I have 2 hands, 2 legs. By the way, this is not the only thing that happened to him. Since today, all of us are from the insurance, he's diagnosed with cancer as well. In 2017, his right eye was removed from his socket because of cancer. You think about it, if you have played ping pong before, do you need 2 eyes or 1 eye? 2 or 1? Because you need to judge the what? Distance. Sorry, I teach a bit of physics here. You need to judge the distance. So when you lose 1 eye, most normal human beings would just say, okay, I think clearly God hates me a lot. Right? Remove my limbs and now want to remove my eye. I think I might as well die. Maybe kill a few people first, then jump off the building. But no. 2017, this happened to him. 2018, he won another gold medal. Wow. This man, I tell you, he's not in insurance. Till today, he's still in the Navy. But being in insurance, who feels that you can learn something from Mr. Jason Chi? Can you raise your hand? Every single time you face rejection, objection, ghosting, backstabbing, misunderstanding, I would like to invite you to be like me. Just go to his Facebook, look at his life. Every single day he's sharing jokes, he's sharing positive energy. By the way, he got married 4 years ago. And the woman is amazing. Right? Any woman who can look at him on a wheelchair, thinking that I need to bathe him, feed him, and still marry him, is amazing. And this couple is very, very witty. They're always teasing each other. Please go to Facebook. They don't just take my word for it. Follow them. I promise you, you will never have low energy again. It's impossible. Wow, what is anti-fragile? Right, I told you Mr. Jason Chi is Mr. Anti-Fragile. So what is anti-fragile? In year 2020, something horrible hit the insurance world. What is it? Something with letter C? 1, 2, 3? COVID helped a lot of people become more successful, as you have seen a lot of speakers, but it also destroyed a lot of careers. I know that a lot of insurance advisors, they left the business during COVID. Last time, they used to meet people on the street, meet for coffee. Then suddenly, the government stopped it, right? No more roadshow, no more canvassing, no more door knocking, whether it's using pencil or hand, doesn't matter. And yet, some people just thrive. So during those days, to be honest, it felt like a second retrenchment for me. You know, I already got retrenched once. I lost all my money. Then after that, I realized that I'm going to be retrenched again. I cannot meet clients. Who put the chair here? And what is it for? Why is it blocking my journey to abundance? But this book completely changed my mindset. You don't have to read this book because I'm going to summarize it for you. Who is ready to learn anti-fragile? Raise your hand. Get ready, I'm going to speak very fast. Which is anti-fragile? If you can get this answer correctly, you don't have to read the book anymore. Is a fresh egg anti-fragile? If I go to NTUC Fair Price, buy an egg, accidentally drop it, you can't eat it anymore. Is the stress ball anti-fragile? You press and press and press, and the stress ball always stays the same. It's never destroyed. Or is it the human muscle anti-fragile? Okay, let's vote. Who chose A as anti-fragile? Nobody. Who chose B as anti-fragile? Stress ball? About 1/4 of you. And who chose C as anti-fragile? The answer is, drum roll. Congratulations to those who chose C. A round of applause. No lucky draw prize, so sorry about that. Why the muscle? Why? I thought stress ball is very good because it never goes out of shape. Think about it. Do we want to face stress and always stay the same? Or do we want to face stress and become better? The answer is so obvious. You look at the human body, it's very weird. When the human body is in a very relaxed state, every time sitting down to watch Netflix, and then eating potato chip. Tell me what happens to the human body? It becomes fat. It becomes weak. But when the body goes through stress of lifting weight, HIIT, jogging, then the body becomes fit. Isn't this the irony of life? Whoever created the body, why do you torture us like this? Why can't we sit down, watch Netflix, and suddenly grow 6-pack? You know, every day I keep dreaming of the moment that I can eat ice cream until I become fit. But somehow the body doesn't react this way. The body needs to go through stress. So according to the author of this book, anti-fragile is benefiting, not saying, benefiting, gaining from volatility, change, and stress. Doesn't this describe our industry? Every day you may want to meet 7 people, or be like Nathan and meet 657 people. But is there any guarantee they will say, yes, I will sign here? It's full of uncertainty. Honestly, because I've worked in the corporate world for so long, I've never seen a career that you don't know what's going to happen today. You completely have no idea. You can talk to a client 3 hours. It can be your best friend, your ex-classmate. And at the end of the meeting, this friend tells you what? I will think about it. And then you meet this stranger. He has no reason to trust you at all. and he asks you, where shall I sign? What is going on in this industry? This is one of the weirdest industries I've ever been in. Full of volatility, change, AI. Thanks to Google, thanks. Now AI going to replace our job. Thank you so much. Thanks to NVIDIA, thanks to OpenAI. Thanks but no thanks. A lot of people are starting to feel jittery, right? They say, what? Within 1 minute, the plan is so much better than when I use half an hour to generate. Change and stress is here already. It's not coming, it is here. But these are not adversity. No. I think sometimes we misunderstand. This is my gym equipment. I don't know who put it here, but thank you. Because of this chair, I can become what? Stronger. I can become stronger. Imagine if life doesn't have this chair. Then what am I going to use to train my character? What am I going to use to hone my skills? I'll become one of the softest, weakest professional in this industry. So instead of feeling angry about the chair, we should feel grateful for the chair. Not only is it a very good gym equipment, it allows me to rest. Today, I'm very thankful for my retrenchment. I seriously didn't know what I was doing. I was earning a lot. I was always climbing the corporate ladder. I was very senior in the company, flying on business class. But I had no idea whether my life was meaningful or not. So I'm very thankful. Whoever retrenched me, thank you. Because I could sit down and take a pause. I could reflect. What is truly my passion? I want to meet people. I want to make friends. I want to impact their lives. I want to one day when I'm 85, 95, when I'm on my deathbed, I want to look back and know that, hey, I didn't just pay my bills. I actually helped people. Every single day, whether they sign or not, just by talking to me, I know I'm a good listening ear. I know I'm empathetic. I know that I'm a pillar of emotional strength, to quote a previous speaker. Who feels that your career is meaningful? Can you raise your hand? And if you ask yourself, the reason why you're here is not because when you were 11 years old, you said, when I grow up, I want to be insurance agent. Something happened. And today we heard so many stories. Your uncle suddenly got cancer, your father suddenly got stroke, your husband suddenly bedridden. All of us here have a story. And this story is not a coincidence. I, Eugene Seah, sincerely believe that the story is created specially to help you. That your life before this story was maybe quite safe, quite comfortable, but you weren't growing. It wasn't fulfilling. You were not really impacting people. And suddenly, the chair appeared and allowed you to pause and think and pray. There's one more thing that the chair is very good for. I give you 5 seconds to think, brainstorm, no need to discuss, just think to yourself, what else is the chair good for other than lifting weight and sitting? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. It allows me to change perspective. I can now see further, I can see wider because of the adversity and difficulties that I faced. And you know what? Now as a 48-year-old man, here in 2024, I look back at my retrenchment and I'm very grateful. It's the best thing that ever happened to me. If not, I would never have entered this industry. There are three kinds of people here right now. This is not a chance for you to point finger. Say, my manager is very fragile. Please, do deep self-reflection. Don't look at people, look at yourself. Am I the fragile kind? People reject a little bit. People say, you cannot do it one lah. Look at your cousin. Your cousin so easy. First year MDRT, you 7 years also never MDRT. Are you so fragile? And you start to say, this industry is not for me. Are you merely resilient like a stress ball? That I will press on, I will press on, I will press on. 20 years still no MDRT. I respect people who press on, but there's something much better, isn't it? It's starting with the letter A. What is it? Anti-fragile. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Anti-fragile. It's a new word. I can understand. It's a new word. I would like us, starting from today, that in your coffee conversation, in your dreams, even in your nightmares, you're constantly saying, anti-fragile, anti-fragile, anti-fragile. Let this be the new vocabulary in your agency, in your team meeting. You can even introduce this concept to your client and prospect. I promise you they will be impressed and they will respect you for it. This word is rarely heard in Singapore and in other countries. Anti-fragile is basically every time you face rejection, objection, you use the chance to upgrade your skills. Because if that person didn't reject you, if the person just signed the plan within the first 5 minutes, what reason do you have to improve your communication skill? What motivation do you have to improve your negotiation skill? You must call every person who rejected you for the past 10 years and say, thank you so much. You helped me become a stronger person. And this is just illustration, don't call them. Because it's very rude to call them. So I'm very, very thankful because of all my adversities, all my difficulties, I became a financial consultant in 2017. And then, everything started again. People changed their phone number. People ghost me. I have a friend, right? I taught her Bible study, so she respects me. And the moment I say I joined financial industry, she changed her phone number. Up to today, I don't know what's going on. Like, was there a deep trauma in her life? Definitely, I wasn't the one who caused the trauma, right? And my life changed. The moment I looked at the chair differently, the moment I could make use of the chair, the moment I could pause and reflect, the moment I can stand on high ground and look further, everything changed. The newspapers started coming to me, interviewing me. I was on radio talk shows to introduce people to the concept of money and wealth management. And I hit $1 Million Round Table every single year ever since I joined. The last 2 years, I didn't hit $1 Million Round Table. I hit COT. I'm sharing this to tell you that this uncle, this 48-year-old person who looks nothing like the previous speakers, that I can achieve this not because I have some superpower PhD in finance. I achieve this simply because I look at the chair now as a friend, as an ally. Embrace adversities in your life, dear friends. This is a present that I took the last 7 years being in financial industry to hone, to digest, to wrestle with, and today I would like to give it out to you freely. Even though it's free, please cherish it. Once I finish sharing the formula, I would like to invite you to take a picture and go back to your agency and please be generous. Share this formula with them, and whatever adversity, ask them to add a magic potion called anti-fragile. Number one, adversity. It will definitely come, I promise you. Whatever shape it takes, maybe it's illness, maybe it's family tragedy, maybe it's another COVID, another pandemic, it will come. And then we add this special thing called the anti-fragile perspective, where we can change the shape of the chair, the position of the chair, anytime you choose to. And no one can stop you. No one can come to me and say, hey Eugene, don't mind, can you don't touch the chair anymore? Nobody. Because the chair is in my, where? Where's the chair? In my mind. Can anybody reach into my mind? Right, other than the previous speaker, the skull was missing. Anyone can reach into my mind and change anything? Not if I give them permission. If I protect myself and say, this is my own mindset, nobody, even my own spouse, my children, government, nobody can change my mindset except myself. And I want to be unstoppable. I want to be anti-fragile. And I promise you a life full of abundance. All the time you can have to travel to 9, 10, 12 countries, bring your mother along, bring your spouse along. In the past 7 years, I brought my elderly mom, she's 85 this year, to 5 different countries. And I want to thank the insurance industry for this. She has never traveled a day of her life while she was still married with my father, and my father didn't bring her around. But in 2019, my father passed on. After that, 2 years of COVID, so I couldn't bring her anywhere as well. Then after that, revenge travel. Bring her to places, and thank God I'm COT, so I can even afford business class ticket for her. So when you achieve abundance, please, it's not for you to buy a second Lamborghini, a third condo. Please think about the people who brought you here. Who are they? Don't be an ingrate. Go back and bring abundance to your parents, to those who help you along. And who agrees with me? Don't be a selfish person. Yes, today we are all like boasting. Oh, I COT, I TOT. But all these are just titles. At the root of it is how do you use this wealth to bless people? Not just your family, but communities who need your help. Ex-convicts, single parents, disabled people. Only Jason Chi probably doesn't need our help. He is very, very self-reliant. But there are a lot of disabled people who need our help. And who has already been doing charity for different communities? Can you just show of hands? Yeah, I see a few here. Very good. Hey, give them a round of applause for their generous spirit. So remember, all of us here become stronger and better because we are anti-fragile. Okay, to make things very, very practical, I have an example for you. Who's ready for the example? This example came from a lot of my clients. I've been mentoring, coaching FCs, and they came and said, oh, sorry, we asked everybody already. We ran out of this. This is a very common issue, and I call this adversity. Right? This is like the chair placed like this. Oh, I run out of leads. I have no warm leads anymore. In fact, my agency director bought Excel sheet. There are 2,000 names, but everybody ghosted me. Nobody replied. Like, oh, what do I do? And this is my invitation. Become anti-fragile. Start to do Zoom webinar. Start to do Zoom prospecting. Just like what Nathan said, right? Zoom cut down the time so much. You don't have to buy coffee, you don't have to drive anywhere. You can use Zoom to gain a different perspective. Through Zoom, I want to thank Mr. Eric Yuan, the founder of Zoom. Because of his invention, I could have 60 new leads every month just on Zoom and WhatsApp. Okay, just Zoom and WhatsApp, and 10% conversion. And that is the reason why during COVID, it was so easy for me to achieve COT compared to before COVID. And now that COVID is over, do you think I can continue to use Zoom? Yes or no? Yes. I would like to invite you, right, because this is not you sitting down watching a show. I'm not acting at all. This is my story, and this can be your story if you make the right decision. Every year we are making decisions. Some of you are making decisions on who to marry. Right? Maybe there is Peter, there's John, both proposed to you. Some of us at some point decided that I will not be an engineer. I will be a financial consultant. And today, this morning, when you woke up, I'm sure at least some of you were wondering, do I really want to go? Ayo, Suntec so far. And you made it. You made it. You are here. So every single year, every single day, we are making decisions. And your decisions collected together in a series are creating your destiny. Right now, I'm going to invite you to imagine that you are a seed. Earlier today, we heard about mustard seed. It's actually quite amazing, how every speaker, without collaborating, we're talking about a common, universal truth. I personally find it very amazing. All of us here are mustard seeds. And some mustard seeds refuse to grow. Refuse. They don't want, so hot outside. Don't want, later people reject me. Don't want. They just refuse. They want to remain in the hand, in the comfort of the aircon room. And after 5 years, 10 years, what happens to the seed? Nothing. It remains as a seed. But if your decision today is to become the seed that is planted in the ground, stepped on, in a dirty soil, smelly fertilizer, and there's completely no shelter from rain, from sunshine, then this seed, tell me, what will happen in a few years' time? It will grow. It will grow. For those who decide right now to be the second kind of seed to be planted, I invite you to stand up at the count of 3. Don't stand up yet. Don't stand up yet. Or I don't want you to stand up simply because the speaker invited you to stand up. Then it wouldn't be sincere, it wouldn't be authentic. Ask yourself, am I willing to overcome all the rain, all the sunshine, all the smelly fertilizer, all the rejection, objection, misunderstanding, all the understanding of new investment, new plans, so that I can grow, so that my clients can grow? If this describes you at the count of 3, I invite you to stand up. 1, 2, 3. Give yourself a round of applause for standing. Don't sit, don't sit. Thank you for standing, but this is not a show for me. Right? You're not showing me that, you see, I stand already. This is a promise for who? For yourself. So right now, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes for the last 2 minutes. Please close your eyes and put down your things if you can, whether you're holding handphone or any kind of objects in your hand. Don't disturb the flow of energy. And right now, we're going to do an NLP exercise, neuro-linguistics programming. Many times we heard different speakers talk about NLP. Right now, we're going to carry out NLP. With your eyes closed, I invite you to use your right hand and hold the wrist of your left hand. I repeat one more time. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, just open slightly to look at what I'm doing. Use your right hand and hold your wrist of your left hand. And once you've done that, continue to hold on and close your eyes. This looks like a very simple exercise. I did it 6 years ago, and it completely changed me. In NLP, we call this an anchoring exercise. We're going to anchor ourselves right now to our decision. I didn't force you. You are the one who decided to stand up. And you stood up because you decided to grow. And right now, I would like to invite you to visualize in your mind. Because there's nothing more powerful than the image in your mind. Visualize yourself next year. Where are you? Is it COT? Is it QT? What are you doing with the money? Are you bringing your parents, your elderly parents who don't have much time left? Are you bringing them for holidays? You keep claiming there's no work-life balance. You keep claiming you have no time for your children. Next year, where are you? Are you walking at East Coast Park with your children? Are you playing board games with your children? Are you sitting down for coffee, for ice cream, listening to your children? You keep claiming that it's very difficult to recruit people. Visualize yourself. How many people are in your team? What kind of feelings do they have? Do they feel grateful to be in your team? mentoring them? Are you nurturing them just like your own children? From now until then, life will be difficult. There will be storms. There will be the scorching heat. But you know what? These are not there to hurt us. They are not placed there to stop us. They are there to help us grow. With your eyes closed, I invite you to take a very deep breath. And repeat after me in the quietness of your heart. Don't shout it out. Don't shout it out. Just repeat in the quietness of your heart. And I decide to be anti-fragile. I decide to turn every adversity into instruments of growth. I decide to turn every difficulty into opportunities for transformation. I decide to turn every rejection into improvement in my communication skill. I decide to turn every comparison into stronger competency in the financial markets. And now that I've decided, no one and nothing can stop me. I become unstoppable like Jason Chi. Come what may, I will achieve my MDRT, my COT, my TOT, my self-actualization, my happy family, my healthy body, and absolutely nothing in the world can stop me. In fact, the universe is conspiring right now to help me. At the count of 3, I invite you to open your eyes, but don't do that yet. At the count of 3, I invite you to open your eyes, and this time when you open, it's a brand new day, brand new life. The old has gone, the new has come. You can embrace every adversity with a brand new perspective, and you will become unstoppable. I would like to invite you to celebrate with all your heart. Hug the people around you, high five, shake hands, go around the hall, and let's celebrate this moment at the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to a brand new world. Please go and express gratitude to your teammates. Shake hands, high five, anchor the moment. Now that you can do it.